Welcome back to Dynamon. In this video we will look at the origin of some yokai, and it depends on you guys if we should turn this video into a series so we can cover even more yokai. As you know, the vast majority of yokai are based on Japanese folklore creatures, also called yokai, so this is definitely not an invention of level 5. Yokai are believed to be supernatural creatures and sometimes considered demons or specters, and can appear as humans, animals or objects. Some of them are friendly while others are terrifying based on their looks as well as their actions. I did the most of my research on a site called yokai.com, and I definitely recommend you to check it out since there are a ton of yokai I won't be covering in this video. Unfortunately, the pictures on this site are copyrighted, so I won't be able to show them. I will take over Yokai Watch YouTube in 2025, so better like and subscribe as well as comment 10 times so you won't miss anything. The first bunch of yokai I'm talking about are Gargaros, Okralos, Orcanos and Gilgaros, who are all called Onis for a reason, since they are inspired by the Oni of Japanese folklore. In the game, they appear in terror time and hunt kids who didn't follow their parents' instructions to go to bed or kids who showed misbehaving behavior. However, the Japanese people believe that evil and wicked people return into Oni after they die and then torture, murder and cannibalize the souls of sinners, so Oni are quite dangerous. They have blue or red skin, white hair and massive horns. Next up are Chymera and Kingmera, who are based on Kotobuki. These creatures are chimeras whose body contains parts of 12 animals, which are snake, dog, monkey, rat, rooster, tiger, sheep, horse, boar, hare, ox and dragon. If you compare them, you will see that level 5 experimented a bit with their looks and they don't look exactly the same like their folkloric counterpart. However, there are some similarities like the tail of a snake or the belly of a tiger. Unlike most yokai, they originate from India. Their name means congratulations or long life, and they are said to bring fortune even if you own a picture of them. The next yokai is the S-rank yokai Kyryn, who is one of the best healers and was my go-to healer for a long time. Kyryn are described to have the body of a deer, dragon scales, horse hooves and mane and an ox's tail, so you can definitely notice the similarities even if they are not a copy. They are believed to be one of the most powerful folkloric creatures and only appear during times of great peace and will not hurt living good souls. They are chimeras as well and come from Kyryn in Chinese mythology. Now we come to one of the most popular yokai, Jibanyan, but the majority of cat yokai in the game are based on Nekomata. When Nekomata are born, their tail splits into two, and this monstrous breed of Bakeneko become malicious. They look upon humans with contempt and occasionally eat them. They live in towns and cities, but the most dangerous and powerful Nekomata live in the mountains, growing to incredibly massive sizes in order to prey on animals like dogs, bears and even humans. For Jibanyan, Nekomata are his folkloric part, but Akihiro Hino once saw a cat on the street which got run over by a truck, and that's why he has such an emotional connection to this character. The next yokai I'm covering is Kyubi, who is based on Kitsune. They appear like foxes with 9 tails and can be both benevolent and malicious, and can read minds, tell a fortune, or manipulate the spirit, which shows how powerful Kitsune are. If you are a good soul, they can protect you, being very loyal, and the most important point, they can transform into a beautiful young woman, which is basically what a Yokai Watch quest is about. Not only regular yokai are inspired by folklore, but also bosses are, which is the case for Gutsy Bones, who is based on Gashadokuro. Interestingly, he looks exactly the same like in Yokai Watch and is translated to starving skeleton and refers to spirits who take the form of massive skeletons being around 10 meters tall. Do you know what is massive as well? Godzilla Bus, Enyo Jordi Watch, but sadly he is not part of this video. Gashadokuro are very dangerous since they stroll around in the countryside areas mostly at 2 AM nighttime, and if they see a person, they will sneak up to them in order to eat them. Komasan and Komajiro are very popular as well and originate from Koma Inu, which are believed to protect and guard sacred sites like shrines, for example, the one at Mount Wildwood. In English, they are called lion dogs because of their appearance, which can be like a dog or even like a lion. They appear as pairs, symbolizing yin and yang or death and life, which you can tell at their facial expressions. One has a closed while the other has an opened mouth. The final yokai of this video is Tengu, who is based on Tengu, which translates to heavenly dog, even though they take the form of birds or monkeys. The most outstanding features of them are definitely the red face and the long nose. Their reputation is divided, since they were seen as wicked and symbols of bad things to come, kidnapping people in the mountains, but also as protective creatures who will sometimes teach humans magical stuff since they have incredible power. I also tried to find a cohesive yokai to Static King, and the closest I could find was Raijin. Do you want a part 2? Because there are a lot more yokai I could cover in the next part, and if yes, which yokai should I cover in the next part? Definitely don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment new video ideas just like this video, which won the community post after a viewer suggested it.